God created a beautiful place for us to live in. We were surrounded by green that symbolizes nature. He created trees for us to breathe fresh air, provide us food and water for us to survive. We, the people living here on earth, are dependent on nature. As years passes by, people get smarter and created something new discoveries to listen works. Technology really helped us. But we can't deny that it also engaged upon destroying our Mother Earth. For example, the different kinds of transportation such as cars, motorcycle, and etc. It is also creating smoke into an air pollution, and so on the factories release bad smoke. Trees as mountains that being cut and really causes certain flash floods and landslides. Throwing waste everywhere affects the society. Rivers before was clear but turned into black as years passed by. Using and burning plastics affects ozone layer and make it thin. We are given a perfect place, but we, the people living here on earth, are slowly destroying it. Imagine if you all threw with just a piece of candy wrapper. We may be experiencing dangerous floods and tragedies anytime by now. Why tomorrow when you can make some actions now? We are the reason of climate change, and we may be lessen tragedies if we just know how to protect our nature. Be responsible and protect our nature, Mother Earth. Climate change ranked as a top 3 for this year's global issues. What is really a climate change? Climate change is a global modification of the climate over a long period of time, from decades to million years. These changes can occur both regionally and globally. By climate change, we mean the increase in temperature from the middle of the 20th century to the present day. Even if climate change can also have natural causes, it is largely related to human activity and greenhouse gases. Climate change causes by greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases allow the sun to shine unimpeded on Earth's surface. Natural greenhouse gases ensure a temperature suitable for life on Earth, as opposed to man-made gases, which cause a very high increase in heat. They prevent the heat from being reflected back into space and redirect it to the Earth. The greenhouse gas emission and overexploitation of natural resources are the root of the problem and are causing a rise in global temperatures. Rising temperatures are causing a number of impacts, including a rise in sea levels, increased frequency of droughts, floods, and other destructive events. There are many greenhouse gases, but here is a list of 6 gases regulated. These are the ones that have the greatest impact on climate change. Number 1, carbon dioxide. Number 2, methane. Number 3, nitrous oxide. Number 4, sulfur hexafluoride. Number 5, perfluorocarbons. Number 6, hydrofluorocarbons. What are those climate change effects? Some of the consequences of climate change have already been established by scientists. Here are some of them. Number 1, global warming. The main effect of climate change is, of course, global warming. With an increasingly rapid growth of the planet's temperatures due to human activities such as deforestation, intensive agriculture, mining, or overconsumption. Number 2, air pollution. The main greenhouse gas is not counted as an air pollutant because it does not appear to affect health. However, there are links between climate change and global warming, such as the atmospheric concentration of some pollutants in the air. Number 3, water pollution. Water pollution and climate change are closely linked. both in rivers, seas, and oceans. This pollution manifests itself in particular through changes in the flows of the various rivers, the increase in temperature, and the pollutant concentration in the water. Number 4, and the last, land pollution. The soil is equally hard hit by climate change. Human activity is significantly changing the climate and the nature of soil, which are both very fragile and most of the time overexploited. How do we prevent climate change? There are ways to reduce climate change. What solution to consider? Number 1, renewable energies. Changing our main energy sources to clean and renewable energy. Solar, wind, geothermal, and biomass could be the solution. Number 2, sustainable transportation. Our transport methods must be aligned with governmental requirements and reduce their carbon footprint. It is essential to rethink our transport methods from the design stage towards eco-friendly transportation. Number 3, air pollution prevention. Many methods exist to prevent, control, and reduce air pollution, in particular by reducing the consumption of fossil fuels and limiting industry emission and waste. Number 4, waste management and recycling. The simplest solution to reduce waste is to adapt our production methods to our consumption patterns. The recycling process must also be taken into account in our consumption habit. Number 5, sea and ocean prevention. Oceans and seas are the largest storage of greenhouse gases and are an exceptional support system for life on this planet. Limiting overfishing and sustainable development activities in coastal areas and the consumption of environmentally friendly products is now essential. Number 6, and the last, circular economy. Use the 3 R's of circular economy, the reduce, reuse, and recycle to significantly reduce our waste and avoid unnecessary production of new items. My concern about the climate change. Climate change is a very hard problem. It requires all the countries to work and make bold policies to impact the earth in a positive way. But it's impossible to expect the world to change for good without individuals thinking and contributing their efforts in a meaningful way. We need to take responsibility for all our day-to-day actions and put efforts to reduce our carbon footprint. To address my concern is that we should have to work together. We all live and work in various communities and can organize our friends, family, and co-workers to tackle climate change together. Because I believe that the more people we involve in climate solution, the more we impact multiples. Whether it's starting a green group to our schools, volunteering for a local non-profit, planning a community event, or joining a local chapter of the Transition Towns movements, and also joining a program that developed to regenerate trees on farmland and forest areas to improve agricultural productivity and reduce the incidence of droughts, floods, and landslides. So there are many ways for us to join with our community for climate solution. We are stronger, more hope-filled, and more effective when we are organized.